Hi guys, welcome to FC Barshaloma. This week we'll be talking about the England situation. I'm Jack.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Josh,
I'm Chris.
and welcome to
So-
the podcast.
How are we all doing this week? It's been another long week in the world of the world.
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of ups and downs
Even
since
though
we
we-
last recorded our podcast, I must say, in terms of the whole situation, including vaccines, but we won't get into that. That's just a rabbit hole you can just find yourself going down.
Yes.
We've talked
We
enough
have
about
an
that.
we have an actual agenda this time.
We do. It's because it has just been somewhat dates this podcast, which Ryan didn't want to do, but it's just been the international break. It's literally just finished a few days ago. So we thought, what a perfect time to discuss the England's. We say England situation. There's not like a situation as such, but we was more so meaning the England picture, should we say, more than anything. So
Yeah. And after this latest batch of fixtures, there was a call from some people, not a lot, but some people that Southgate needs to go and that his tactics aren't working out at the moment.
yeah.
I'm one of them. I'll
I,
say that.
I,
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them as well.
I'm
It
not
was
one.
nice while it lasted.
It was nice. I enjoyed the 2018 World Cup. Don't get me wrong, but as every international break now comes for England, and I watch the matches play, the more and more I think this is the biggest shire of shite I have seen.
But Southgate was exactly what we needed at that time. But we've got more quality players coming through, so we can play better football.
Yeah, it's very negative football-y players sort of thing at the moment. It's just,
So, see, when you say, Ryan, that we've got quality players coming through now, I disagree in a lot of circumstances. Certainly, attacking-wise, and when I've looked at the squad,
yeah,
there's obviously a big focus on attack. We have a lot of quality attackers. But defensively, we are weak as piss.
Yeah. I think for me, the three issues of our squad is the lack of number eights. We've got loads of tens, got no wingers, but eights and other left backs
yeah, left back is a major
is an issue. Yeah. And in general, the lack of left footers in the England setup.
I know we tend to play that Saka at left back, and he is young and all that, but I do not rate him at all. I really
I think
don't.
he's more of a winger. He's more of a winger. He's not a left back. But again, who else do you? We'll get to that. But who else do you play at left back?
Yeah,
But that's
exactly.
for later.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Fields? Do you reckon he should be sacked?
No, I don't think he should be sacked. I think if people want him, a good question should be who's going to replace him, because everyone's saying Mourinho should replace him, and Mourinho does not want to play managing international football until he feels he's past his prime. And I think he thinks he's got a lot to go, and I think a lot of people have looked down at Mourinho and said oh, he's not good enough and everything, blah blah blah, and time will tell what he does at Tottenham. Time will tell what he does at Tottenham, and he could go to Bayern after Tottenham. Just
he won't go to
I don't
Bayern.
think so.
He won't go to the same club
I think-
Pep's managed, I don't think.
No, I've just quickly before we get back onto little tangent, I do think he'll do well at Spurs because it's what he's good at. The underdog team. It's like Porto.
Yeah.
It's like anything bigger, he kind of loses it a bit.
I agree.
But like I said, if they sack Southgate, who are they going to replace him with?
Steve McLaren.
That's the big question. And at the moment, I don't see a clear replacement other than
Paul Gill.
unexperienced replacements,
Paul Cook.
which would be probably Lampard if he doesn't do good for Chelsea.
Neil Warnock.
Rooney, probably.
And also another thing, it's the general lack of
Ian Holloway.
quality English coaches.
Yeah. I think it is pretty much Lampard or bust. I think Gerrard needs to prove himself in a league that's not Scottish.
Gerrard won't manage this.
Why not?
I don't think he wants to.
Yeah. Gerrard wants to manage Liverpool, and that is it.
So
I still
let's
think
go
there
with
should be a
Lampard.
team in between.
Kind of like Lampard.
He
No.
can't go straight into
Lampard only
Liverpool
wants to manage
job.
Chelsea.
No, he'll be wait.
Can't go straight to
He'll
Liverpool.
probably stay at Rangers until the Liverpool job comes available. But I think he's done well at Rangers because there was a long
He's
way
done-
off at Celtic. I know you say it's the Scottish league, but he's done a superb job at fucking. He's now 8 points clear as of today.
I'm not,
Yeah, but-
I'm not being
Oh,
funny.
Celtic.
I could
Wait
do
until
fucking
after New
well
Year.
at Rangers.
Yeah, we've
I could do well at Rangers.
what in the Europa League as well.
Wait until after
the
New Year
Scottish
in the
League's
league.
cash. The Europa League's not a ton better. You've got teams from fucking Kazakhstan in there. I know this coming from a Wigan fan, but Jesus.
Yeah, but
Christ.
normally the Scottish teams they struggle to even make the Europa League group stages.
But
He
that's
has
the
done.
point.
He has done good, Gerrard.
He
I'll
has.
give him that.
He's
he,
done
has done,
fan-
he has done well. He has done well, very, very well. But the thing is, every season with Rangers, sorry, it's the same thing. They'll do good before December, and then after December, after they've had the Christmas meals, the fucking Rangers players, it'll just fucking skyrocket downwards, and always let Celtic go up and then win the league again. So it's just going to be a test this season. whether
They've
they're
never
just
had
gonna let
this lead
standards
over
drop.
Celtic while Gerrard's been in charge. They've always been trailing Celtic even in after Christmas fields.
Yeah. So
Because
Yeah, and
Celtic have
also
just
with, like-
consistently kept winning and winning and winning and winning. Whereas this season they've just
I'd like it.
not.
I'd like to win. I would
Oh
like
yeah,
them to win.
I'd love them to win this season. I think they are going to win
But also,
this season. So,
yeah, but
So-
also with the situation, it's due to, like I said, the lack of English managers, decent managers that are English, might be looking into foreign managers again, but foreign managers that have been in the English game for a while.
Pochettino, potentially.
Yeah.
You never know.
No,
Just
I
don't, I think
I don't see
Lampard's next.
Pochettino.
I
managing
don't see
England.
any other way around it. I think Lampard's next.
I do think he's probably in there next as a manager, but I don't think he'll do well. I think he'll just shag the Chelsea players. And
Yeah.
I don't know though. Like, there's a lot of good English Chelsea players coming through.
Oh yeah, no
at the moment,
doubt,
and,
no doubt. But
You know, so,
Mason Mount does not need to be in the team all the time. Sort of thing. Like he's tried. It's like I don't know. He just seems to force Mason Mount into the picture a lot.
Yeah, he's a good
Yeah.
player, but he has better number 10s now.
Yeah.
Right. So each of us, the people who want to actually replace Southgate, or in general, who do you think would be a good replacement for Southgate? So Josh, who do you think would be a good replacement?
I don't know. Anyone.
Listen, no,
Anyone.
another thing is
Fucking
you
Ian
can't
Holloway.
just sit on.
Fucking he'd be better.
You can't just.
Neil
You
Warnock,
can't just.
Paul Jewell, fucking anyone. Get
No,
get
I won't
get
go anyone.
get Keith in from
Field-
local fucking Chippy. He'll do a job.
You can't just sit there and say, "Oh, name someone else," then, and then, "Oh, right, see, we can't have them."
But
There
this is, but
are
this
all
is the
coaches out
question.
there.
Who would
Yeah,
you
yeah,
replace?
I know.
There is no one to replace him with. So keep
But
if
do you get
there's
my
no one to
point?
replace him with, keep with him at the moment.
But he's not good enough.
Yeah, he's not.
Well, who would you replace him with? Fucking the assistant coach, who's probably not. Who's 10 times not good enough.
You're not seeing the point. You can't just have an argument that says, "Oh, well, if you can't name anything, then we should keep him." Because it's not
Well,
up to us,
well-
it's up to the FA. There are probably coaches out there that are probably better that we don't know of. It's probably not going to be the best. And
You
just
never know.
thinking English.
Eddie
They're not going.
Eddie
They're not going to employ.
Boothroyd, the under-21s manager, could do a job.
Yeah, but that's what we thought with Southgate. He was in the under-21s. He did a job with the under-21s and thought, "Oh fucking hell, give him the England job," and he did well in the World Cup.
Yeah, because he
Everyone's
had an easy
criticising
run.
him. everyone's criticising him at the moment because we've had kind of difficult situations, right? This season's different because there's no fans, and the defence has been really different this season. Obviously, everyone's defence has been fucking shit this season, and everyone's fucking team, City, United.
For me, it's been 2 years since the World Cup, in which he had probably the easiest run he could have asked for in the World Cup. We didn't score at all from open play, did we? After the group stages, in the knockout rounds, so that was a red flag there. And then after, fair enough, we beat Spain. That was what 3-2. We beat them. But since then,
not in the World Cup, did we?
No. After this, I'm talking about here.
Nations League.
In the Nations League.
But since the World Cup, we've progressively just looked worse and worse. And then this.
And we've got better and better players coming.
Yeah, and the past two. Do you mean no? Just look at the two past international breaks. We've been shit.
So
also,
he's completely taken us to 2 semi-finals. He's taken us to the semi-finals of the World Cup. He's taken us to the semi-finals of the Nation League. And if the Euros weren't cancelled
and he's also
this year,
and we're not qualified for that
close
now.
to there.
Well, we've just been knocked out of the Nations League.
Yeah, we've just been knocked out of the Nations League. But
with a group that's arguably pretty easy, and we should have qualified to the finals because we had Belgium, Iceland, and Denmark. We may not beat Belgium, fair enough, but we did beat them actually.
No, but
that's always 6 points up for grabs. We should be able to pick 12 points up off both Denmark and Iceland. We're better than them, and we lost. Against did we lose against Iceland or was it Denmark?
Denmark, we drew.
Should have been beaten.
We should be beating them. No questions asked. We should be beating those teams. I
agree with Fields on this. I agree with Fields. We don't have anyone better to replace him with. I think we should give him through to the Euros. And
I'm not saying I think it should be given to the Euros, but I still think he should be sacked even after the Euros. Then again, no.
If he won the Euros.
If he won the Euros, obviously you keep him in because he's worked. But I retract that. Bin him off now. Give another manager time with the squad before the Euros.
No. Look at it. If you look at it and you're saying that, the World Cup was a red flag when we didn't score from a play. Well, it's tournament football. What matters at the end of the day is the result, and the result was we got to the semi-final. Which for us is... It don't matter about just. We did it. It's tournament football. It matters about the result, not the performance.
And then you look at the performance in the Croatia game.
Yeah.
He played the exact same way throughout, and maybe he should have changed it up against the Croatia game.
He might have done, or he should have done. But semi-final World Cup for us is really not a bad result.
All because we don't know, for the top of our heads, a manager could replace him doesn't mean he doesn't need replacing.
Our group for the upcoming Euros next year is Croatia, Czech Republic, and Scotland. If he's not topping that group, he deserves to be sacked. 100%.
I think
there is no excuses. There's no excuses for you not topping that group. None at all.
We have to top that group.
We do?
We have to top that group because if
Scotland is shit. They only just qualified against Serbia by the skin of the teeth in the final, qualifying for it. And Czech Republic and we always beat them in friendlies anyway. And Croatia could go either way, but even still, we should be topping that group.
Okay, alright, so let me put forward a situation for you now. We do not top the group, we come second and go through.
Yeah.
You can go second and go through in the Euros, can't you? It's not the runner-up shit, is it?
You can't. Even third place can go through, depending on goal difference.
Can go through, right, that's it. Right, so we finish second, let's say. Or even no, let's make this a worse situation. We finish third, go through as the best loser, effectively. Okay. And then we win it. Is that good enough?
We've won the Euros, he's never done it before, so he'd be seen as fucking royalty in England, wouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly. And for me, that's all. We could play fucking awfully for every single game, as long as we win the bloody thing.
There's another thing, I don't think he's capable of winning anything.
No, neither do I. He doesn't seem he's got it in it tactic-wise.
there's limit. He's all right, but there's limitations, and we are seeing them.
Redknapp could do a job for the England job.
Has Redknapp retired now?
It's been out of football too long.
You don't need
He has
to.
been out of the game
again,
for a
I
Yeah,
long
think-
but
time.
it's
think
the
the only
England
people
job.
who-
It's not like it's club management.
No, but that's what it needs to be seen as. It can't be seen as just international. It's England. Anyone. Just give it anyone. It needs to be seen as a priority of winning things, and that's what you and
But
Ryan want.
Here's another problem. All the good managers are in good jobs at the minute.
Yeah.
I know, and that's why a lot of people are saying, if we could have anyone in the England job, it'd be Jose.
Yeah, we're settling with Southgate.
I don't think we should go for a foreign manager. That's nothing against
No,
anyone.
I don't think
Hang on.
I think
That's nothing
I've
against
only-
anyone who isn't English in any sense. But if you look at the sort of pride that came with being English at the last World Cup and how good it felt to have Southgate at the helm of it, the fact that people were back in pubs. All ourselves, we went to a lot of games in pubs and clubs. It's just that feeling of being English and that stupidity that comes with it.
the only caveat to that is says I'd only accept a foreign manager if they have been managing in England for a long time.
Like Mourinho. I think a lot of people would accept Mourinho as well as his credentials of winning, and I think a lot of people would see Mourinho probably not as a foreign manager because he spent so much time. He had the potential after leaving United to go some.
I think
I know.
Mourinho, if we were going to go for a non-English coach, I think Mourinho would be the best option.
Eddie Howe,
because
England manager.
Fuck off, Eddie Howe. He has for so long lived off what he's done at Bournemouth, and yeah, what he did to get them to the Prem was fantastic. And what happened
We've
after
been
that,
in a
just fucking
championship.
years of mediocre performances, and it's just
On
no,
a
not Eddie Howe.
shoestring budget. He always started being helped spent towards the end.
And not what
I'd
happened then.
I'd say the only problem with Mourinho is, and if some other possession would be Sean Dyche too defensive for what we've got.
Yeah,
Me an attacking coach.
Eddie Howe.
Klopp's not fucking leaving Liverpool for.
The next job he wants
Nah,
is the
and neither's
German
Pep.
job.
Yeah.
But you say he's a defensive coach, Southgate. But the thing is, he's dealing with the fucking shit defence that England have got. We've got fucking Maguire. The only reason we didn't the reason we didn't go through the semi-finals of the Nations League was because of John Stones making a fuck up, and because of that fuck up, Southgate cleared him from the England team and said, right, we're not welcoming you back because you made that clear.
No, it weren't because of that at all.
In the semi-finals.
It was because he's not been playing
Well,
regularly
that's-
for City. That's why.
Well, he's not been playing.
Yeah.
He's not been playing regularly, but as well as that, you've not seen him really since
Oh
that
no,
fuck
wait,
up
I've got it.
in the semi-finals
Wilder.
against Netherlands.
Who, Ryan?
So
Chris Wilder.
Yeah,
Chris
Chris
no.
Wilder's a show. Chris Wilder.
We can't go with him over mediocre.
Or
coach.
Dean Smith.
What happened with fucking McLaren? No.
McLaren weren't mediocre when they went with him. He got fucking Middlesbrough to a
Dean-
fucking Europa League final.
Dean Smith wouldn't leave Villa, I don't
No,
think.
he loves them too much, doesn't he? You'd have to be sacked
Yeah.
from them. I still think Eddie
Yeah.
Howe would be a decent show. He's good with you working with
Not a
you.
chance.
Graham Potter.
Graham Potter's a show. Another
No.
good show.
It has to be,
It has to be
because
a
of the
big
way
coach.
England is, it has to be a big coach or someone from a league club. That might not
Yeah.
be for the best of England, but it's the way it is.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
weird.
And that's a stupid
Right.
argument, but it's just the
Yeah.
way it is.
Yeah,
I'm
can't
saying
go
I'd like to
hiring
see
Matt
what
come
Graham
too
Potter
far.
do.
We've
But
come
we'll
too
probably
far
end
to
up with
start
Lampard.
building again.
Yeah, we could.
You can't hire fucking Mike Bassett.
We could actually prime Graham Potter away from Brighton. I think
Yeah,
he'd
but
do a
the thing
better job
is-
than Southgate.
I agree with Chris in saying we've come too far to go for another mediocre coach. If we're going to sack Southgate we need to go big in
How have we
thinking this
come
guy's
too
going to win.
far?
Because he has built a good team. You can't
How
deny
has he
he's
built a good team? He's the England
No.
manager. You don't build a team as an England manager. You pick a squad.
No, but
Clubs build the players.
No, but the way what he's done in pushing forward youth, that is what I mean, and he's done a good job in that. And
Yeah, because
I think any other manager
he gets
I think
slated in the
Sam
media
Allardyce-
if he didn't.
Sam Allardyce would have fucking done it.
Well, Sam Allardyce has got a 100% record as an England manager.
Sam
but Sa-
Allardyce drank
Sa-
a pint
Sam-
of wine.
Sam Allardyce wouldn't have pushed forward youth like
He
Southgate.
would have.
He would have.
He would. Any
No, I don't
manager.
think he would have. I
Right, put it this way.
Plus-
Sancho, youth, obviously makes the England squad because he was playing fantastic for Dortmund. You have to push him because he's playing in the Champions League constantly. Mason Mount playing at the highest level for Chelsea. You have to push him. Reece James playing at the highest level. You have to push him. Trent, do the same. Gomez, do the same.
I don't
Ben
think
Chilwell,
I
do
really
the
don't
same.
think he would have.
Dean Henderson, Nick
I-
Pope, do the same.
Yeah, but players are coming through at club level, and you see who's playing well. The only thing, it's the if Allardyce would have gone against just pick the players from the top 6 teams,
Yeah,
where Mings wouldn't have again,
no.
for example.
I think he only got in the past
People
couple of
that
squads because of the defensive injuries we've had. Even with
Oh,
Southgate.
no, I think Mings get in because he's left-footed.
Yeah, Ming. I think he's one of them. He's like Maguire Mings for me. He has good games and he has bad games. He's very hot and cold.
I think he's just we need. He's the best left-footed English centre back.
Who Mings?
Is Cody left-footed, all right?
Right. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
We're a very rat-footed team.
I don't blame Southgate for the failures that we've had.
Who do you
I blame
blame
the
him?
centre backs.
You blame the centre back.
The centre backs. Because
And isn't it his coaching?
we have had shit defensive centre backs recently. Maguire's been in shit form.
He's
Gomez
playing out
has
of
been
it
in
now.
shit
He's doing
form.
right.
Who else has been in? The only people who've been in good form for England is Conor Cody. Centre back wise,
I still don't get why he's
we
not
have to
playing on a
play.
regular
We have to play free. We have to play free at the back because
No, we
We don't
don't
have
have
to play free at the
We
back.
don't at all.
we
No,
do.
we don't.
We should
do.
not be playing free at the back against bloody
Or
Iceland.
Denmark.
Or Denmark.
No, we
That
100%.
that defence can't handle
Against Denmark or
Maguire-
Iceland, are you taking the piss?
You put Maguire
No,
and
wait,
Keane
wait,
at the
we put-
back. They can't fucking handle it.
Oh, Keane's nowhere
really
near the
can't.
fucking squad, man.
No, but you know what I mean. If you're looking from World Cup, all right, who's partnered with Maguire in a back four?
Gomez.
Gomez. Right,
Cote.
so Maguire.
Oh
Maguire
shit, I
Gomez
forgot
can't
about
handle
Gomez.
it.
Even then.
Good point, that.
Gomez, Maguire, Mings, Tarkowski, Dunk, Cody.
Yep.
I don't think it's defence, does. I think it's
I
tactics.
think it's tactics too.
We've got. I think it's.
Which game was it where we was even when we was attacking there was still like fucking 7 players back? What team was that? Was it Iceland the first time after the breach? You know, when Greenwood and Foden tried to get the leg over. Was it the game after that, or I think it was in that international break where we.
And he needs to stop picking Pickford.
He does. He
As well.
definitely does.
He's a liability.
Just because he's got
Yeah.
good distribution, I couldn't give two. Yeah, distribution in this day and age plays a pivotal role. I could not give a shit if Pickford's distribution is good.
Yeah.
He is fucking
But-
shit. He is a rubbish shot stopper.
But-
I want the clean sheet more than anything for me. That's the basis I want.
Can you blame him? Looking at league performance, can you blame him for picking Pickford? Burnley are near at bottom of the league. Henderson never gets picked. Pickford always in net. So he's the one playing the most.
Have you seen?
Keeper wise? So
You don't just look at the
you have
league
to pick him.
positions at
There's-
all. No, you don't have to pick him.
There's
You
been-
look
and-
at the
and with
mistakes
Burnley-
leading to goals,
yeah.
and Pickford tops that in every single day of the week.
And and look at Burnley. There's mitigating circumstances that they've probably come at the end of. They've not strengthened enough, and throughout the pitch, you look at XG, and Pope is still a great keeper. He just sits having so many shots, and they're not scoring. That's Burnley's problem.
Yeah.
Like, regardless, Pope should be our number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I've got him down as that for me. We've done, by the way, just for the podcast listeners, we've each done a starting 11 for England, and just to throw mine out there, he is my number one goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'd agree with that all the way.
Nick Pope this season fields is 9th with 22 saves in the league.
How many clean sheets has he got?
Doesn't matter.
How many clean sheets has he got? Because you're saying
Fuck
clean
me.
sheet matters than us. How many clean sheets has he
In
got?
in all fairness, if he was playing with like Liverpool's defence,
He'd keep clean sheets.
like
Loads.
so, Liverpool's uncropped defence. Yes. Yes, he will
Our
keep
defence
clean
is
sheets
just as
every day.
shit in England. That's what I mean. That's why we need
It's
to beat
not-
the Basques.
It's not shit.
I don't
It
think
is.
it is.
not.
It
I
is.
do not think it is.
Maguire and
Maguire's
Gomez have been in shit
Maguire's
form.
been on at some bad
Can't
form,
trust
but he's
him.
coming out of that now.
Can't trust him. You need
say
someone
again?
like Conor Cody in there. You need someone like Conor Cody in there.
Even like
to help
Cody,
him
he's
out.
been playing well, but he plays 5 at the back all the fucking time, and I don't think we should be playing 5 at the
Okay,
back all
so
the bloody time.
Fields, you think Pickford should be number one, yeah?
I've not said that in my 11.
Right. Put it this way.
Right, we'll
Nick,
get on to the defence.
put it this way. Nick Pope has kept the most clean sheets, as I can see at the moment, out of the English goalkeepers.
Right.
So,
Well, that's
if
good.
you're basing it off clean sheets, there you go. I am still fact checking this at the
League,
moment.
if that's good.
Yeah, it is in the league. Burnley
That's
are
good.
playing in Europe, are they?
Yeah,
No, no.
Burnley's issue is scoring, not
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
scoring.
it is. The defensively, they're okay defensively, but
Burnley will be a lot worse if they didn't have Nick Pope.
exactly. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, Nick Pope has kept the most clean sheets as of the 21st of November in the Premier League. Don't forget as well, we're also 8 games played for Burnley at this moment in time, and he's kept 2. So a quarter of the games he's played, he's kept a clean sheet. That's actually not a bad stat, that, to be fair. As well to say Burnley rock bottom, a second bottom, sorry. So, is Aaron Ramsdale English as well?
Yeah.
He could be pushing above Pickford.
I'm
No,
not
no,
100% sure
we'll get to
yet.
squad. We'll get to squad because I have
Starting
an opinion
11.
on that. Yeah, we'll start
Who's
starting
gonna-
11.
Who's going to go first with the starting 11?
Fields.
I think we should go through each. So keeper, defence, midfield,
Yeah,
attack.
each position. And so who's got who.
And for easy, like we'll go right to left normally, but for defence out of easiness, we'll go left to right.
Okay. Are we agreeing that we have to have a 4 at the back, therefore, or?
You let us know.
So when you say left
wanna
to
know?
right, do you mean right back to left back? If we're doing top
Yeah,
to bottom.
right back. Yeah, so
Right back first.
I'd
out
say
of the
right
defence.
back, centre back, centre
Le-
left
yeah, yeah.
back.
How many
then-
can you have in your bench, by the way?
I've not done bench. I've just done the starting 11.
Oh.
We're doing squad, 23-man squad.
I've not done the squad.
But you start with the 11.
Yes, do the 11.
Right,
Yeah, and I'm saying because I think left back's pretty much
nailed on.
easy.
Yeah.
So left back, centre back, left back.
I'll
How many
go
centre backs you want?
with the formation I think we should play for the majority of the games first, and then I'll touch on my other formation I've got, because I've got 2 based off teams which I think Southgate should have. We should play 2 different formations, whereas he just plays the same formation no matter what the team. But we'll go through it. So who's everyone got in goal? We'll go through in order. We'll go Fields, Ryan, me, Chris, for positions.
Mhm.
So Fields, who have you got in goal?
Pope.
Ryan.
Pope.
I've also got Nick Pope.
And I have completed it with Nick Pope.
Yep. So Nick Pope is in goal. We can all agree on that. He's the
Mhm.
best keeper we have.
days.
Who have you got at right back, Fields?
Hold on, I'm just saying that's gonna. Can we do left back first? Because I think that's pretty much simple.
Well, it's going to go across from left to right, like you said.
All right. Yeah, fine. Okay.
Ellie's left to right, just Ellie's left to right, but
What?
okay.
Going from left
So,
back
do
to right
back
back?
first.
Yeah,
that's
right
left
back
to right.
first.
No, going. He said top down before we started the podcast, so left to right, from top down to right back to left back.
Okay, that's fine.
So if you got it right back, Fields.
I've got Reece James.
First. Ryan, if you got it right back.
This is where I'm gonna go like tactically, and it depends who we play, because
Go with the formation
Normally I'd put
formation
Trent.
that you were playing the most,
I'm going to.
and then
it's-
touch on it
It's going to
after
be
we've all done.
4-3-3.
So you
I'm going to 4-3-3,
right. Sorry
but
to
it's
cut
depending.
you off. So Ryan, you're going 4-3-3. Fields, what formation you going?
Yeah.
We'll set these out first.
I'm going 3-4-3.
3-4-3.
Okay.
Okay. Chris, what are you going?
Yeah, but
I've gone for 4-3-3 with one of the midfielders just hanging behind the striker.
Right. So I'm going 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
go on.
so because I've got like basically two ways of playing it. It's basically a normal like 4-3-3 or a 4-3-3 where we play like City with the 3-8s. But I'm playing a normal 4-3-3 if I've Trent at right back. But if I'm playing the 4-3-3 with the 3-8s, which I'll get to into midfield, this is why I wanted left to right, because my right back kind of fits in with my midfielders. I play Wan-Bissaka in the 3-8, 4-3-3.
At right back.
But I'll get to that. Yeah.
Okay. My other formation is a defensive formation when we're playing the big hitters like Spain or Germany or Netherlands, and it's 5-3-2.
Yeah.
But I'll ignore that until afterwards. So you've gone Reece James at right back, Fields. Ryan, who are you going for your main formation? The one that you think you'd play?
Trent.
I've also gone Trent.
I've also
it's-
gone Trent, but you know it was close.
It's close. It's extremely close, and that's just
Yeah.
because I want a bit more defensive. If I'm going full hipster, I would be playing Wan-Bissaka, and that's just because of what a midfield is, not because of over Trent. It's because I'm going crazy in my midfield.
Who've you got as the centre back next to Trent then, Fields?
Obviously mine's a 3-4-3, so obviously it would be like 5 at the back. Transition to obviously 3-4-3. My centre back next to Trent is Walker.
Kyle Walker.
Oh no, I've not picked Trent. I picked Reece James.
Sorry, I forgot. Slip of the tongue. So you've gone Kyle Walker.
So yeah, Kyle Walker. Yeah.
Okay. Ryan.
Hold on, can you say that again? My mic cut out. I didn't hear what Field said.
He said he went Kyle Walker as one of his three centre backs.
Right.
No, Ryan,
Okay.
I don't believe it either. There we go.
Yeah.
The man who only has pace, and that's it.
Right. Josh, does Gomez play on the left or right hand side usually?
Right next to
For you.
Trent. He normally has Virgil playing on the left side.
Right.
He can play at the left though, 'cause
Okay.
when we first bought him, he was a left back. I may add, so he can play a left back if you
Yeah.
need at left sided centre back
But-
if you need. Because that's where I'm.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Playing.
So Van Dijk's on the left usually.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm playing Gomez as my right centre back.
Okay. I'm playing Connor Cording as my right centre back.
I'm playing Gomez there.
Fairs.
Like the only asterisk with Cody is he's only really played it in the 5 at the back. I don't know how we'll do in the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still think he's just got the defensive prowess to still do a job in a 4. No.
I think I'd give it a shot, but that's my advocate. That's
Yeah,
my,
yeah. I was
asterisk.
gonna say you'd be mindful of his performance in it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So Fields, who's one of your other centre backs, your next centre back in line.
So 5 at the back, transitioning to 3-4-3. My centre back next to Walker is Connor Cody.
So you've got Connor Cody through the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan, who's your last centre back?
Maguire.
Harry Maguire. Mine's Joe Gomez.
I've gone with Connor Cody as well. I was very, very impressed by his performance in the England
Yeah,
squad.
so was
I
I.
think he's a quality leader.
Yeah, I think that as well. I think
Yeah.
he does. He's one of the leaders we need at the back.
Yeah, 100%.
Just because I think that's one of the things we're lacking at the moment in the England setup. That leader who'll just take charge of the defence and sort of snap people into action, because no one does it at the back for us at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, with Cody would be in my squad, and the centre backs. I think everyone's as good as each other, to be honest. Really.
All of his shit as each.
Yeah.
Depends how. If you want to be
I think
pessimistic.
Cody and Gomez edge it for me over the rest.
Yeah.
Who've you gone as your last centre back, Fields? Don't say you've gone 5 at the back.
Maguire.
No. Okay, you've gone Maguire on the left side first. Ryan?
Yeah.
Who is your left back?
Chilwell.
I've gone Chilwell at left back as well.
Chilwell, no other choice.
No, me and Chris have got
Yeah,
the
I've gone
exact same
Chilwell
team
as well.
so far.
Yeah. I think the next one might change it because I've gone a bit oddball, but I think Chilwell is pretty much the only one we could have at left back. You need to have a specialist left back effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother will say it's the only position on the pitch where you have to have, apart from goalkeeper, you have to have a specialist player there. Because the left foot has to be on point.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll go into this. Backup left back, but that's later.
Oh, fucking, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'll let you and Chris argue that one. I'm not even bothering stepping into that water. So, Fields, who've you gone as your left back in your 5?
Chilwell.
Yeah. Fucking unanimous. He's just their best left back because he is our only decent left back. So, moving into midfield
Pretty
now.
much.
So we'll start back at Fields for this because he had 5 at the back, so he's naming his 2 midfielders.
My 2 midfielders are
So,
going to be
name one.
Henderson
No,
and Winks.
so Henderson. we'll ignore what you said after that because we're going one at a time. Fields, you greedy get. So then we'll move on to Ryan. So Fields has gone Henderson. Who's in your midfield?
I'm calling my DM my number 6.
Yeah.
And I am torn between Rice and Phillips, and I'm going to decide right now.
Oh.
We're going to go Phillips, but I mean it's like
Flip of
neck and neck.
it's flip of a coin stuff. Because I'm playing two like sat back. My first one in that is Henderson. What about you, Chris?
And, well, this is where I go a little bit oddball, but my right centre mid will be Reece James.
Fair enough. So Fields, who's your next midfielder?
I've changed my view. I'd say Barkley.
You've gone Barkley.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's actually in my defensive
he's-
formation for me as a backup choice. Just because I like his transitional play.
Yeah, no, for me, Barkley is playing well. It's just there are better 10s. There's just people that are better than him.
Yeah. So go on, is your next midfielder then, Ryan? So Fields has gone Henderson and Barkley in his midfield.
Now, with my safe formation, which we will have Trent at right back, we have having Henderson, because he'll cover basically what Trent's not good at, is his defending.
I mean, he's good at defending.
I mean,
But it is a weak point of his game.
And Henderson, it is Henderson that is covering that in your play,
No.
Liverpool's play.
No, it is not.
I'm making assumptions here because I don't watch
I'm
Liverpool
joking.
that often.
It depends where Henderson plays. If he's playing as the CDM,
Yeah.
where Fabinho normally plays, he does. If he's playing at right centre mid, he does it occasionally, but not often. But even then,
Right.
we just trust Trent, and he does a job for us there anyway. So
Yeah, I'm trusting that Trent Henderson partnership.
my other holding midfielder is Reece James.
Oh, interesting.
Who's your other midfielder?
My of
Chris.
Henson.
So mine and Chris's team's fucking the same.
Pretty much, I think the thing for me is that Reece James, I know a lot might not know this. He played a bit at centre mid for Wigan.
That's what I've based it off
when
as
we were
well,
short.
and he did a really good job. Because I went watching a couple of games
Yeah.
when he was down on loan for Wigan, and he was actually superb there.
Yeah, he is really, really good there. I think he might, for me, he'd have to be on that right-hand side because I think that's probably the only place he's suited to, which Henson would have a bit more sort of thing to cut in on his left, even though he's obviously not left-footed.
No. Well, he roams Henderson a lot around like the back four, so I've sort of made it so
Yeah.
James has the freedom to push forward and join the attack.
Yeah, fair.
So you went 3-4-3, haven't you, Fields?
Yeah. So
Yes,
Yeah,
so
so
don't make. Yeah, so we'll skip.
Yeah, I
your
was going to
attack,
say
your-
we'll skip
you're
yours.
on your
You're on
tackles.
your three.
Yeah.
Here, whereas
free
your last three, whereas we've all
front three.
whereas we've all still got 4 players left. So we'll skip you for this turn and go to Ryan.
Yeah, that's fine.
Who's your last midfielder?
My last midfield is Jack Grealish, but I'm going to add something else with my, because as I mentioned earlier, like my 3/8 balls to it with Wan-Bissaka at right back. I'd have the 3 as Phillips, Maddison, and Grealish, and obviously Wan-Bissaka will pretty much stay back to cover that level of attacking midfields.
Fair enough.
Basically play how City do with the fullbacks inverting to cover it, but with my normal 4-3 they'll pretty much play as Liverpool does.
To move forward in my formation, for one of the wingers, I've got Jadon Sancho, or Jadon Sancho, should I say, on the right.
And for me, I'm still
On left.
holding on for that central attacking mid, effectively, and that'll be Jack Grealish for me. I think he has really come of age the past year or so.
Yeah. Now we'll include you, Fields. Who've you got as one of your wingers?
So my left-sided winger is going to be Sterling.
Sterling. Not bad. Ryan, who's your next player in line?
Right, like again, there's 4 players who can pretty much
We want
play these
one.
3
We
places.
want one.
I know, I'm not. I'm just saying, I'm putting Sterling there, but again, both winger positions, it's pretty much interchangeable because Sterling can play on either.
Yeah.
That's where flexibility will come in.
Fair enough. So, I've gone, obviously, because I'm playing 4-2-3-1. The middle of the 3 is sort of like a cam. I've gone Jack Grealish in that role.
For fuck's sake.
So on to Chris.
Well, I can say finally, but we have broken the streak on this one. My right wing would be different. I would go for Raheem Sterling there.
Fair enough. Fields, who's your next striker?
My striker is going to be Harry Kane.
Yeah. Ryan?
My
Striker.
Right, okay, striker. Striker will be Kane for most games. If we need to play in the counter, it won't be Kane. It'll be Rashford.
My left winger, in the 3, would be Raheem Sterling.
My striker would be Harry Kane.
Yeah. Who's your last player, Fields?
My last one's going to be Grealish on the
On
right,
the right wing. Okay. Ryan, who's your last player?
It's Marcus Rashford.
Rashford. Where's he playing? Left wing.
Left wing.
My last player up front is Harry Kane.
And I've gone for the same as Ryan with Marcus Rashford playing on left wing.
I originally had Rashford myself on the left wing, but I swapped him last minute for Sterling, just because I think he performs better.
It was very tough for those front 3. I don't want to get into squad players just yet, but there are 3 or 4 in that front 3 who could just have slotted in at any place.
Yeah.
Especially ones who aren't particularly established, but who are making a name for themselves in the Premier at the moment.
Because it's like with mine, Sancho could basically, depending on who we're facing, get going anywhere, replace any of it from 3. There's like 3 variants I can go with, depending who we're playing.
So that wraps up a starting 11 for England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan and Chris have gone an extra step and gone for the squad, so I'm going to let you two discuss that and compare notes.
What do you think, Ryan? Do you want to rattle yours off? Just get them all out, and any notable inclusions you want to mention?
Right. Now there are a couple of gaps because of I can't bloody decide. Because it's like I said before, I've been saying before, 16, 17 players picks the bloody self. For me, anyway. So rest of the squad fills up out. So Pope number 1 keeper, Henderson number 2, and just for experience sake, I'd had Heaton in there.
Okay.
Just for experience. He's not going to play. He's just experience.
Yeah.
I'd have Wan-Bissaka in, and I'd have James in as well, and have like less midfielders and have more because James and Trent could do a job at centre mid, I think.
Yeah.
The other 2 centre backs would be Mings and Cody, although Tarkowski and Dunk is close to it as well. Backup left back.
Tarkowski.
Yeah, backup left back. No fucking idea.
Okay.
There's a gap for who's currently the least shit.
Why do you think I strayed away from doing the squad?
Yeah. Again, well, that's because we'll go on to left back. I want to hear what Chris wants to say on that. Like DMs, Rice, Phillips, and midfields, Grealish, Maddison, Henderson, and obviously I mentioned as my attackers Sancho, Sterling, Rashford, Kane, and there's 3 spots with 2. There's 2 spots and there's 3 people that I can occupy. I just can't decide. And the last 2, Greenwood, Ings, Calvert-Lewin, who's performed the best end of season out of them 3 gets it. 2 of them.
I'd say that's fair. That I've gone for in a similar vein. I've got Henderson as second choice keeper, although I think he needs to start playing.
He does. It does.
He needs to start playing, and then simply because I couldn't think of anyone better. I put Pickford third. But I really don't think he should be near that squad in the coming years. I think he's good at distribution, not a lot else. Defence, I've got Wan-Bissaka as our backup right back, centre backs Maguire and Walker, effectively. Although he could obviously play at right back, and then backup left back Saka, because again we don't have much better going on at the moment.
I'd have Saka in.
Yeah.
For centre backs, the most I'd argue is have Mings, just so we have more left-footers.
Mings, yeah, absolutely, and he can play left back Mings, if I recollect.
No, just have so we have a left back, sided centre back, like left-footed left-sided centre back if we need to.
See, I don't know what I'd take out there. I don't know. I think Maguire and Walker both bring equal amounts of fitness, so it'd be difficult to find. Two centre defence mids, Phillips and Rice, pretty much. To attacking mid, I got Phil Foden. I think he's gone to burst through into the England squad in the next few years. Well, next year or so, probably. And then my backup attackers, I've gone for Calvert-Lewin, Jadon Sancho, and Ollie Watkins. And I think Ollie Watkins is very close to a call-up. And that's my team, pretty much.
I agree with you. Ollie Watkins shout there, Chris. I do think he is close to a call. Yeah, he has played well for Villa. Did you not have Danny Ings in your squad?
No, I was thinking about DCL, and I hate myself for even saying that, but DCL.
I think
Watkins
Ings is better.
And
I think Ings should be second choice striker for us, for England.
Really? The thing is, he's good in the context of Southampton. And you can make the same argument for Watkins.
To be fair, before he got stricken down with injuries at Liverpool, he was good for us too.
I just don't think he's good enough to be leading the line. Whereas Watkins, you could say, well, at least he's got a lot of pace about him, and
He's just got pace.
yeah, he's not got bags though.
No, but neither does Watkins.
Watkins has a lot. I think Watkins. He's quite similar to Calvert-Lewin actually, because he's not the absolute fastest in the world or anything like that, but he's very good all-rounder striker, actually. Not all about pace, not all about finishing. No, he's strong and he's good all-round. I am a big fan of Hollywood.
I'm a big fan of Danny Ings. I think he's all-rounder as well.
Out the fancy pace
No, even when he played for Burnley, I was a big fan of him. I just think he's got pace, he's got the aerial ability, he's strong, he can hold the ball up if need be. I just think he's just decent all round for me.
He's just not my type of striker, personally. Like, don't get it, he's obviously a very good player and he's quite talented, but he's just not for me, in that sense.
No one mentioned Tammy Abraham, which is interesting.
No, yeah. Again, it's like forwards. It's like he's a very good striker. He's just better.
Well, if you say
It's like,
Rashford's a better striker.
Well, he's primarily playing winger, left wing, but yeah.
No, he's not.
And
He's not.
Ings, Calvert-Lewin, Rashford. Even Callum Wilson's a good shout, but I don't think he's anywhere near. There's just too much in front of him.
I think that's where we are at the moment, most decked out, obviously, is up front. Whereas defensively, we're very, very weak, and that's causing a big issue.
I mean,
We're certainly back in our golden day, and when we realistically should have won something.
Yeah, the golden generation.
We were very good all round. We were very good all round the pitch.
Yeah, well, I mean, keeper sort of let us down a little.
A little, but even then,
Yeah, it's still decent.
you know, better than what we are now. And Pope's probably as good as we've got in quite a few years. I think Hart was okay back in the day, but obviously he's well gone now. His head's
Oh,
gone.
yeah, his head's...
Butland was
Yeah.
Butland was touted for so long as being like our
Never
It just
got his
stayed
move.
at Stoke
Yeah,
too
he
long.
never got his move, did he?
Now he's back up at Palace.
Yeah, he's absolute crap. But again, his head's gone after that injury. To be fair with Butland,
Yeah, it has.
that injury has completely changed him. So
Yeah. It's like the only other like calls like for left back would be like for not like obviously Saka's probably going to end up as a winger, like later on. Be what Brian for Fulham and Target for Villa. Anyone else?
just no, and even them two, Jesus.
Yeah, because Shaw don't go anywhere near this
No.
team. No one here.
Dan Burn, possibly.
Absolutely not. Dan Burn has his moments where he runs down the pitch. I mean,
But
no, definitely not as left
even
back. But
when he was playing left back for Brighton, he weren't. It was more. It was
A
more
left
with
centre.
Brighton's flexible play.
It's more sort of less left centre back, left-sided centre back.
Yeah, with like Solly March basically being left back.
I mean, still my absolute favourite football fact of all time is that Dan Burn only has 9 fingers. Still my favourite fact. I don't know how he did it. I don't think many people know how he did it apart from Dan Burn. But it's a great story.
Did you mention Solly March as a possible left back?
I mean, again, it's like if we're going to go out the box thinking.
Yeah. Well, we have to, surely.
I was going to say, I think Lamptey has played there for Brighton.
Yeah,
I thought he was a right back.
but again,
And
it's.
He is right back, but he has played there.
To be
It's
fair,
like Justin for left Leicester as well, but again, he's right-footed. He's
Yeah.
basically a right back playing left back.
just
Pretty
check
much.
what
And if
foot
you're
is.
going to really go there, like proper out the box and proper go into Nutters territory, Dwight McNeil, based on how Burnley play.
Absolutely fucking
No.
not.
Solly March isn't a bad shout. He's got 2 goals from wherever he plays for Brighton, but I don't know if he's been playing at left back.
He's basically a wing back,
Yeah.
Winger/wing back.
Let's have a look at the teams. It's not even showing formation here. I was hoping, like, I'm on Sky Sports, like clicking on the thing. Was gonna show the formation, but it's not.
No. I just think that until we get someone else coming through, and they will in
Yeah.
time, but until we get someone else coming through, we're pretty much stuck with Chilwell. I quite like Chilwell. He reminds me a lot of Leighton Baines.
Same.
He's not going to set the world alight, is
No.
he?
Yeah, just left backs are
Yeah,
problem,
it is. It is.
Yeah.
and right backs with staff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even there's even more right backs coming through. That's quality, but it's like we don't need any more right backs.
No.
I mean, that's it. We've got, think about it, Justin, Lamptey, James, Wan-Bissaka, Alexander-Arnold,
Aaron
Trippier.
Aaron's, Trippier, Maitland-Niles, he's making shouts, you know.
Walker, but I don't like him playing there.
Walker,
I don't
no.
like him
And
playing there.
I know you mentioned Trippier, and he did fantastically for us in that World Cup, but I don't think he should be getting this squad
No,
now.
neither do I.
No. Yeah, same.
The
same.
reason why he's getting in the squad at the moment is because Southgate, for some strange reason, likes to play him at left back every now and then, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He wasn't even a fantastic right back, or he hasn't been, should I say, for years. That's why Tottenham got rid of him.
Oh, he's just got that delivery.
Yeah.
on him. And it's fine, but you look at it and you go, well, actually, Rich James has got a fantastic delivery. Trent's obviously got a brilliant delivery
Yeah.
on him. I think Wan-Bissaka's probably third or fourth out of the right backs at the moment, and that's saying something because he's actually all right.
He's good
Yeah,
defensively.
he needs a winger.
He's the
for him.
best. He's the better.
He needs a
He's
winger
best.
for him.
Probably I'd say defensively out of them, but all round I think he's one of the weakest because he can't attack to save his life.
He's okay, but it's like his tactics. It's you need it like just pass it to your winger, pass it to your winger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as United has a proper winger, not a 10 playing there, not a striker playing there, once we get a proper winger there, we're going to see the best of Wan-Bissaka. He's got a good partnership on that right hand
I
side.
don't know because he had Wilfred
Out of
Zaha ahead of
interest.
him at Palace and he still didn't look good attacking.
Again, it's you do the offensive, you hit it to Zaha, but now because we don't have a proper right winger, Wan-Bissaka has to do both things, so you're seeing it more.
Yeah.
We're not properly negating his weaknesses because we don't have the players to negate his weaknesses.
What are the youth prospects looking like in terms of our clubs at the moment? I mean, I know Wigan's been ripped to shreds and we don't have much anymore, but obviously we had Geldart back. And then,
Jensen Weir.
you know, Jensen Weir, yeah. You know, what about Tottenham, Liverpool, United? How
Are we
on that
talking
front?
just youth in general or just English players?
English. Talking about coming through.
I'm not 100% sure on them, the nationalities, so we'll have to do a quick Google search here.
There's two players I know at Tottenham.
Who've we got fields?
There's only really 2 English players I know for Liverpool. That
Tanganga,
yeah.
At centre back. That's where I put him. I know Mourinho normally plays him at like right back and.
Yeah. That's
A
probably
left back.
true. As he gets into it, he'll end up as a centre back.
But yeah, I'd play him as a centre back for the future. And Mourinho's taken a shine to Dennis Kirkin, or Kirkin or Gherkin, something like that. Mourinho's taken a shine to him, so he's a possibility. Ollie Skip, if he gets a lot of games in the Prem, would be a possible.
How was he doing at Norwich?
replacement. I've not really looked into it. I think he scored once.
No, he's not.
I think he might have scored. He's not
No, he's
scored.
Yeah, but skip to DM, so it doesn't matter about goals.
Yeah. I've not seen, like, I've not really looked into the Championship League since Leeds have been promoted.
He's played 11 games. He won September Player of the Month award for Norwich,
That's good.
so he must be doing well.
Yeah. Mourinho
Yeah,
said he's a future captain, so. I don't know what Mourinho says.
You gotta take that with a
With United,
pinch of
and
salt.
these will be a long way away. Ted and Mengi coming through. James Garner, who's on loan at Watford at the minute.
Yes, yeah.
And Ethan Laird, but he's got injury problems. I don't know if he's going to make it or not. And obviously, the players who's already got getting games with us, like Brandon
fuck.
Williams,
I tell you, I forgot about.
Tuanzebe, but don't know how Tuanzebe is going to go. He's on that precipice where is he going to make it or not?
Who have you forgot about Fields?
Ryan Sessegnon.
Sessegnon, yeah.
Did he end up getting?
He
his
was going to
loan
be a
though?
big thing for us.
He's a left back.
Yeah, he's
He's-
gone
he's
to
at Hoffenheim.
Hoffenheim.
He
hasn't
scored at
Oh,
Hoffenheim.
not too bad.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Hoffenheim are
he
doing
still has that
shit.
potential. He still has that potential, but
I don't think he's going to be a left back though. I think that's where Tottenham want him to be, obviously now, and I think that's where a lot of English fans want him to be, like the future Danny Rose.
I think he will be.
But I don't think he
I
is
think
a left back.
Mourinho will mould him under into a decent one. To be fair.
Yeah.
I don't
Again,
think he'll
with
be a
like,
left back.
yeah, Hoffenheim play three at the back, so he'd be playing as a wing back. But Hoffenheim aren't doing that good at the minute.
No. Well, To go on to your Twanzebe thing, Ryan. I think he's not. Nothing special's happening with him. He's 23.
He was very good for Aston Villa. Then he's had basically a really bad injury that knocked him out for all of last season, and he's just coming back into it. So
But that's
like I said,
what
he's on that precipice where it's like, this is his season to do something, or I don't think he is, because he's got Mengi on his ass now.
What was his injury out of interest?
I'll have to fact check that.
Because
Where was it?
Anything major with the ligaments or sort of thing, you lose that yard of pace.
Yeah.
Sort of gone.
Is that his first game back was against PSG, and
PSG was wank just before you even said anything.
he had a hamstring injury,
And he was out for how long with it?
from December to Feb, and then to 2020, and then July, unknown injury, 60 days.
I don't think those injuries are major enough to sort of say, well, yeah, he's 23, but he's been injured a lot. It's nothing major. So I'd say he might not make it now, but
Yeah, Mengi will be on his ass now. He just needs.
No one actually knows. I mean, so many youth players will end up coming through as wonder kids and never actually do anything. I think about the ones that Wigan have had, and fucking countless now. I mean, remember fucking Tim Chow?
Yeah, I do remember Tim Chow.
Tim Chow, I'm sure he ended up in Scotland. Jordan Flores playing for Dundalk. They just, they don't make it, because to be world class is 1 in 100 in terms of football players. It's 1 in 100. It's not, 1 in 100 people. Fucking 1 in 100 footballers. If that.
It's, like going back to United players, it's like Ethan Laird. Like, if it weren't for some injuries, he would have been in over Brandon Williams by now. He would have got through instead of Williams, but he just got injured at the wrong moment.
Mm.
I mean, it's like, he's another right back, right footer, but he in the reserves before Greenwood took over, he was top scorer of our reserves from left back. Then Greenwood came into it.
So, and now, though, you're not going to need a left back for a few years, because you've got Tellez and he's class.
Yeah, it's class.
It is.
Yeah. And we don't have to play Luke Shaw there anymore.
Until he gets injured.
Yes.
But hang on, is Tellez injured at the moment?
He's coming back
No,
from
he's not.
Rona.
No, he's played tonight.
Coming back from
Yeah.
Rona?
Yeah.
Well fun. We said we weren't going to mention it, boys.
We weren't going to go off on a tangent on it.
Yeah.
No, tell you.
We're not.
No.
Yeah, United's other youth players coming through were not English. So I'm not going to cover it.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, is it just English? Because we've got a few like that. But we've got 3 main English players that are coming through. Obviously, when you say youth players that have come through, you can count Thingy still in that, Trent, because he's still young.
Yeah, but I'm talking about that unestablished ones.
If you talk about unestablished, I'd probably say Reece Williams. He obviously, due to the injuries we've had this season, he's coming in now. He's played 5 times for us. A few of those have been in the Champions League. 3 of them actually have been in the Champions League, and he's done very well. Curtis Jones, he's not established. He's sort of like your Phil Foden type, but he's probably a couple of years behind Phil Foden. He's been coming in doing well.
See, Foden should be getting more time, but
he should, especially with the praise that Pep keeps giving him. But it's Reece Williams, Curtis Jones. We've also got a youth player who's in the academy. and I've heard he's been doing bits in the academy, in midfield. Excuse me, and it's Leighton Clarkson. He's pretty good.
Right. See, again, but what are the chances of all those getting through, or even some of those getting through?
Reece Williams, I'd probably say it might do because he's only 19. Curtis Jones is becoming more and more prominent in the first team. Leighton Clarkson's, I'm not sure how old he is. I'll just do a quick Google search.
And while you Google search, we'll go over United. Like James Garner's starting for Watford every week.
He's just turned 19, Leighton Clarkson, so there's a strong chance he could get in.
James Garner's 19 and he's starting for Watford.
He's one of those names who's been mentioned a lot, sort of thing, until you see that proof. You know, he can do it at the top level, you just never know, but you know, his name's been thrown around so much. Never know.
Yeah. For all like DM problems, like with Garner, if he's continue on his trajectory, could really challenge that.
Yeah.
Is he consistently getting in the Watford team?
Yeah, he's got 10. He's got 10. He's starting. He's got 10 games so far.
Oh, he's a Scouser.
See, does that change anything in your head, Ryan?
No, because Ridley was a Scouser.
That's true.
Yeah, but we bought him from Everton. Garner's come through the academy, so that's fine.
Yeah, was born in Liverpool.
You can say, if you say, it's fine. It's going in his high voice now, and he's not 100% sure, but it's
Yeah. It's one of them. He'll probably stay at United 3 more years and probably end up at fucking Everton or something. He just got that all over it for me.
No, I don't think so, because obviously Matic is getting on. By the time, and that's an understatement, and by the time Garner comes back, he could really be challenging Matic. So if anyone's coming through right now, it will be James Garner. But I think he needs probably another loan or two first.
Yeah, well, at Watford, I mean, I don't know how they're doing in Championship, because obviously I'm no longer focusing on that at all. But
They 5th in the Championship.
well, if he's getting in there consistently, you know, you'd say he's going to start being in with a shout, because Championship tends to be where we're getting a lot of the younger ones from nowadays. You know, Phillips, James, all made the name in Championship.
Yeah, Garner will probably get a Prem loan next year.
Yeah. What about Brewster? Do you think his time's gone?
Is it Sheffield United, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, permanent away from
With
Liverpool,
a 3-year buyback clause.
3-year buyback. So obviously Liverpool still think there's half a chance they'll be okay.
Also, right, may I just add
But they're not 100% sure.
that you said he was a regular. I've checked through his fixtures. He's far from a regular for Watford. He's like the player you bring on in the 90th minute sort of player.
Yeah, but
Is Brewster a regular?
yeah, but in Ryan's head,
For Sheffield United, I'm not sure.
don't know, they're struggling this season, aren't they?
Yeah.
Second season syndrome. Same thing Wigan had, Sheffield United had first time round. That second season, in fact, no, they were newly promotable. I think they were anyway. But Wigan had it. You know, clubs tend to have a second season.
He is starting a few games, Ryan. I'll give you that, but he is not first team. He was towards the beginning of October, judging by these. But he's not now. He's the sort. Oh no, he wasn't actually. He got brought on. He seems like he's a player they like to bring on when they get like in the later stages of the game, like past the 85th minute sort of thing.
But again, as a sort of defensive player, that makes sense to hold on to a lead.
No, this is when they've been losing as well.
No.
You got to start against Newport.
Well, I will
Where are
shut
you
up.
looking here?
Sky Sports.
Right.
Oh, brought on the 72nd minute. Did you look on Wikipedia by any chance at his thingy? His appearances?
No, I'm on transfer market at the minute.
'Cause I was gonna say, like, a lot of his appearances, a few of his appearances that he started have been in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, he's had 4 starts where he's played everything. Again, he's in and around the squad, and that's what you need. It's not like they're not playing him. It will probably come into it more, but they've been really impressed with him. He's been playing well.
I'd play well if I'd been coming on in the 88th minute. Just have 100% pass completion job done. I'm pointing you like. But I wouldn't say he's a first team rating, but I'd agree with saying he's in and around the squad as a rotation player.
Yeah, it's like straight from reserves for us into just pretty much in and around the squad. Definitely first on the bench. One of the first on the bench. Yeah, started 5 games substituted in out the 10. That's not bad.
I mean, Curtis Jones is 19 and he's playing regular in the Championship and the Premier League for us. Swings and roundabouts.
Well, dare I say, gentlemen, we have reached the end of our England chat.
Yes, I think we have.
No, before we go, obviously we've talked a lot about coaches and the players sort of coming in. If I said to you, where are England going to be in 2 years' time for the Qatar World Cup, where do you think England will get to in that tournament on their current trajectory?
I'd expect them to at least, at minimum, get quarterfinals. Have to, with the quality of players we've got coming through. But I think we'll go out round of 16. I think we'll get through the group stage and then get knocked out in the first knockout round.
Does anyone want to
No,
argue
I'm on that. I'm about that.
Because I'd be happy to say quarterfinals and say that would actually be decent enough for me.
I think we'll get to the semi-finals of World Cup again.
I wouldn't say it was, for me, quarterfinals wouldn't be decent enough. I wouldn't be happy with it. I think that's the minimum we have to get to with this squad we've got in the current trajectory it's on. That's minimum.
See, I'd be happy with quarters.
You got to try and step it up a bit further than that.
I don't think we're good enough to.
I don't think the
manager's good enough to
the match
take
can
us
go
further than that, to be fair.
is semi-finals. I don't think we'll get to the final.
You've got to also take into account where the other nation's going to be in a few years. I think Germany are not going to be a major threat come that thing, because off the top of my head at this moment in time, they've not got a great deal of youth coming through that are noticeable.
It's all about
I'm not
France.
sure, but they're not.
Yeah,
France
at the moment, but I think by then even France could be past the peak years.
No, even then they've got some quality players coming through.
Yeah.
France are going to be massive for years to come, and I think I can't see anyone.
Thing is, though, didn't a shit team beat
There's a
France,
reason that
though?
I'm just not saying it on their podcast.
Yeah.
They got beat by a bad team, though, didn't they, recently, France?
I don't
Again,
know.
it's how much you rate Deschamps.
Well, he won him the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's true.
Depends how you rate Deschamps.
He won him the World Cup.
Well, he did win them the World Cup. He did win them the World Cup, Ryan. That has to be.
Finland
You know.
beat him on the 11th of November.
Oh, it's a good old finish. Ah, oh, bless
2-0 as well. Jeez, that's quite bad.
Never know. We might be in 2 years' time talking about how Finland fucking stormed the World Cup.
Potentially.
Who knows?
Anyway,
Who's playing for Finland nowadays?
Timo Pukki.
Bring back Jari. Pukki. Imagine Pukki and bring back Jari Litmanen. They'll be alright.
Anyway, that's been the podcast for today on the England picture. I've been Josh.
It's been Ryan.
I've been Fields.
And I've been Chris.
Thank you.
Still am Chris.
Thank you for listening. Please check the links down below for socials and the merch store. Please, someone buy from the merch store. Please. I beg there. Anyway,
No.
It's been FC Barshaloma. Signing off for this week. Bye.
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 Wait, who squad's the best?